My beloved child. Stop scrolling for just one moment, because what you are about to hear did not arrive by accident. There is a reason your eyes stopped here. There is a reason your heart feels restless. Someone has been trying to hide emotions that have become impossible to control. And the moment they saw one unexpected thing in you, everything inside them changed. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This message unfolds step by step, and every moment brings you closer to the truth. They thought they had mastered their emotions. They believed they could continue pretending that your presence meant nothing. They smiled when others were watching. They acted calm whenever your name appeared. They convinced themselves that time would erase what they felt. But they were wrong. Because there is something within you that cannot be ignored. It is not your appearance alone. It is not a single word you spoke. It is not even one unforgettable moment. It is something much deeper, something that quietly shines from your heart without asking for attention. The day they recognized it, every wall they had carefully built began to fall. No one around them understood why they suddenly became so quiet. No one realized why they stared into the distance longer than usual. No one knew why your name kept returning to their thoughts again and again. Only they knew. And even they struggled to explain it. Stay with this message because what comes next changes everything. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. They noticed your strength. Not the kind that shouts. The kind that survives. The kind that keeps choosing kindness after disappointment. The kind that continues believing after difficult seasons. That strength shook something inside them. They suddenly realized they had underestimated who you truly are. For a long time they believed they understood you. Now they know they had only seen a small part of your story. Every challenge you survived became silent proof that your heart carries a rare kind of courage. And that realization overwhelmed them. They tried to distract themselves. They focused on work. They talked with friends. They filled every empty moment with noise. Yet somehow your memory kept finding them. Every ordinary moment reminded them of you. Every quiet evening became another conversation with their own heart. Every sunrise whispered your name without saying a single word. Stay till the end. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Because this is only the beginning. There is another reason they lost control. They finally saw the peace you carry. In a world filled with rushing, arguing, and endless confusion, your calm spirit became impossible to forget. You never needed to compete for attention. You never needed to become someone else. You simply remained true to yourself. That authenticity became unforgettable. It challenged everything they believed about love. For the first time, they stopped searching for perfection. Instead, they began appreciating sincerity. And that changed everything inside them. Soon they found themselves wondering, what if I have been looking in the wrong direction all along? That question echoed louder every single day. It followed them into their mornings. It followed them into their nights. It even appeared in their dreams. No matter how hard they tried to ignore it, the answer always pointed back to you. Stay here. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the greatest surprise has not been revealed yet. One quiet moment changed everything forever. They saw you encouraging someone who could offer you nothing in return. There were no cameras. No applause. No audience. Just one simple act of kindness. That single moment revealed your true heart. And suddenly they understood why thinking about you had become impossible to stop. It was never about one conversation. It was never about one smile. It was never about one memory. It was about the person you consistently choose to be. That realization broke every remaining barrier they had built around their emotions. Now they can no longer pretend that you are just another face in the crowd. You became unforgettable. You became the quiet thought they carry everywhere. You became the answer to questions they had not even asked before. So if today you have been wondering whether your quiet goodness matters, whether your patience is seen, whether your kindness has any value, know this. Every sincere choice creates echoes far beyond what your eyes can see. Sometimes hearts change silently. Sometimes lives shift without dramatic announcements. Sometimes one genuine moment becomes the beginning of an unforgettable story. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next chapter has already begun, and its greatest surprise may arrive when you least expect it. There is another truth you were never meant to overlook. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. What you have heard so far is only the surface of a much deeper story. The emotions inside the person you love did not fade after that unforgettable moment. Instead, they became stronger with every passing day. They tried convincing themselves that these feelings would eventually disappear, but the opposite happened. Every sunrise reminded them of you, and every quiet night gave their heart another reason to remember your presence. At first, they believed it was only admiration. Then they thought it was simple curiosity. But as the days unfolded, they realized neither explanation could describe what was happening inside them. Something had changed forever, and there was no turning back. They started noticing little things that had once escaped their attention. The kindness in your words. The peace in your attitude. The quiet confidence you carried without needing approval from anyone. These were not ordinary qualities. They became impossible for them to ignore. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. One unexpected moment completely caught them off guard. They overheard someone speaking about you. They expected ordinary conversation, but instead they heard words of respect, admiration, and gratitude. Person after person shared how your encouragement had made difficult days easier. They listened in silence, saying nothing, yet every sentence settled deeply in their heart. That was the moment they understood something powerful. The light they had noticed in you was not something they imagined. Others could see it too. Suddenly, every doubt they once held disappeared. They realized your value had never depended on recognition or applause. Your character quietly spoke for itself, even when you were not in the room. From that day forward, they began looking at their own life differently. They questioned old decisions. They reconsidered paths they had chosen. They even wondered why they had waited so long to acknowledge what their heart had been trying to tell them all along. Stay with this message. Don't skip. Because something huge is waiting for you. Their heart became restless. Simple reminders of you appeared everywhere. A familiar song. A favorite place. A conversation that unexpectedly mentioned your name. Even the smallest details seemed connected to you. They smiled without realizing it. Then, moments later, they became emotional, wondering why your presence had become so deeply rooted in their thoughts. No matter how busy life became, they could never completely silence those feelings. They tried focusing elsewhere. It never lasted. Your memory always returned stronger than before. The truth they had hidden from themselves finally became impossible to deny. They were no longer trying to forget you. They were trying to understand why meeting you had changed them so completely. And the answer slowly became clear. You inspired them to become a better version of themselves. That realization shook them more than anything else. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Now they are standing at an emotional crossroads. One path leads back to fear, hesitation, and silence. The other leads toward honesty, courage, and the possibility of saying what has remained unspoken for far too long. Deep inside, they know which path they want to choose. But timing matters. Every meaningful story has a moment when everything begins to change. Perhaps that moment is closer than either of you realizes. So continue believing that genuine kindness, quiet strength, and a sincere heart never lose their value. Sometimes the greatest transformations happen silently before anyone else can see them. The next chapter carries a surprise that neither of you expected, and when it unfolds, many unanswered questions will finally begin to make sense. Until then, stay hopeful. Stay patient. And above all, don't skip. Stay till the end. Because something huge is waiting for you. Everything changed the moment they stopped running from the truth. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The feelings they had tried so hard to hide were no longer quiet. Every day became a silent battle between their heart and their mind. One part of them insisted on staying silent, while the other kept whispering your name with greater conviction. The harder they resisted, the stronger those emotions became. They began replaying every conversation they had ever shared with you. Words that once seemed ordinary suddenly carried new meaning. Even brief moments they had almost forgotten returned with incredible clarity. They realized your kindness had left a mark long before they were willing to admit it. Then something unexpected happened. One evening, while sitting alone, they asked themselves a question they had avoided for a long time. What if the greatest opportunity of my life is the one standing right in front of me? That single thought refused to leave. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. From that day onward, they started noticing how different life felt whenever you crossed their mind. Difficult days became a little lighter. Heavy moments became easier to carry. Hope returned where uncertainty had once lived. They couldn't explain it. Your presence had become a quiet source of encouragement, even from a distance. That realization surprised them more than anything else. For the first time, they stopped focusing on what they feared losing and started thinking about what they could gain by being honest. Their perspective changed. Their priorities changed. Even their dreams began to change. They imagined conversations they had never been brave enough to have. They imagined telling you everything they had hidden inside for so long. They imagined the possibility of a future built on honesty instead of silence. Every time those thoughts appeared, their heart beat a little faster. Stay with this message. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Meanwhile, life continued placing gentle reminders in their path. Familiar places, meaningful songs, and unexpected memories all seemed to point back to you. They stopped believing these were random coincidences. Instead, they accepted that some connections become unforgettable because they awaken something beautiful within us. They now understand that what they saw in you was never temporary. It was your compassion, your resilience, your quiet confidence, your ability to bring peace without demanding attention. These qualities became impossible to ignore. And because of them, they could no longer pretend that nothing had changed. A decision has quietly begun forming inside their heart. It is not driven by pressure. It is not driven by fear. It is driven by the desire to stop hiding from what feels genuine. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next chapter is closer than they ever imagined. A conversation that once seemed impossible is slowly becoming unavoidable. Questions that remained unanswered are moving toward clarity. The silence that lasted so long cannot continue forever. When that moment finally arrives, they hope you will recognize how deeply this journey has transformed them. Because sometimes the greatest change is not found in dramatic events. It is found in a heart that finally chooses honesty over hesitation. Hold on a little longer. The story is still unfolding. And what comes next may become the moment everything begins to make sense. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The silence can no longer hide what the heart already knows. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There comes a moment in every meaningful story when pretending becomes more difficult than telling the truth. That moment has quietly arrived for the person you love. The emotions they once buried deep inside have grown too powerful to ignore. Every passing day reminds them that some feelings are not meant to remain hidden forever. They have begun noticing how different life feels whenever they imagine a future without you in it. The thought brings an emptiness they never expected. It has become clear that your presence has touched their heart in ways they never planned for. At first, they believed they could simply move forward. Then they believed time would erase these emotions. But time did the opposite. It gave those feelings room to grow. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Recently, they found themselves smiling for no obvious reason. A memory of your kindness appeared unexpectedly, and it stayed with them throughout the day. That single memory reminded them of the peace they felt whenever you were near. They realized something important. The greatest thing they saw in you was not perfection. It was authenticity. You remained true to yourself through every season. You showed compassion without expecting anything in return. You chose hope even when circumstances were uncertain. That quiet strength became impossible for them to forget. Now they understand that what drew them toward you was never temporary excitement. It was something deeper. Something lasting. Something that continued growing even during silence. Stay with this message. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Their heart has started preparing for a new beginning. They no longer want fear to make decisions for them. They no longer want unanswered questions to control their future. Instead, they want honesty to guide the next chapter. They have started imagining the words they wish they had spoken long ago. They have replayed those conversations countless times. Each time, one truth becomes clearer. Life feels incomplete when they continue hiding what they truly feel. That realization has changed everything. The walls around their heart are slowly disappearing. The distance that once seemed impossible now feels smaller with every passing day. Hope has replaced hesitation. Courage has replaced doubt. And with every step forward, they are becoming more certain that some connections deserve to be protected rather than ignored. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next moment in this journey will not be built on fear. It will be built on sincerity. A quiet conversation. An unexpected opportunity, or a simple gesture may become the turning point that changes everything. Sometimes the biggest transformations arrive softly. They don't announce themselves. They simply appear at the perfect moment. So keep your heart open. Keep believing that genuine kindness never goes unnoticed. Because the story is not ending here. It is moving toward its most meaningful chapter yet. And when that chapter begins, you may finally understand why every unexpected moment led to this one. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Because something huge is waiting for you. The final piece of this story is closer than you think. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. If you have remained here until this moment, it is because your heart has been following a journey that was never only about emotions. It has been about transformation. The person you love is no longer the same as they were before they truly recognized what they saw in you. They once believed strength meant hiding their feelings. Now they understand that real strength is choosing honesty. That realization has quietly changed everything. There is a calm determination growing inside them. They no longer wish to let uncertainty write the next chapter of their story. Instead, they want their actions to reflect what their heart has known for so long. Every day they remember another reason why your presence has become unforgettable. Your patience when life became difficult. Your kindness when no one was watching. Your hope when others had already given up. These qualities became a light they could not ignore. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Recently, they found themselves standing still, thinking about all the moments they almost spoke but remained silent. They realized those missed opportunities taught them something valuable. Life moves forward. Time never waits. And genuine connections deserve appreciation before they become distant memories. That thought encouraged them to stop allowing fear to make their decisions. Instead, they began preparing their heart for a new beginning. Not one built on perfect circumstances, but one built on sincerity. They now understand that what truly captured their heart was not one unforgettable moment. It was the consistency of your character. The quiet way you brought peace into ordinary days. The hope you carried even through challenges. The grace you showed without asking for recognition. Those qualities became impossible to replace. Stay with this message. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. As this chapter reaches its conclusion, remember one important truth. Sometimes the greatest changes begin long before anyone else can see them. A single realization can redirect an entire future. A single honest decision can open doors that fear kept closed. And a single conversation can become the beginning of something beautiful. The person you love has reached that turning point. Their heart is no longer asking whether they should acknowledge what they feel. It is asking when. The answer may arrive sooner than expected. So continue walking with confidence. Continue choosing kindness. Continue becoming the remarkable person you were created to be. Because what they saw in you was never temporary. It was your genuine heart. And genuine hearts leave lasting impressions. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. If this message found you today, let it remind you that hope grows strongest when patience and sincerity walk together. Every chapter you've heard has been leading to this simple truth: the most meaningful connections are built not on perfection, but on honesty, respect, and unwavering kindness. The story may be ending here. But the journey ahead is only beginning. Stay encouraged. Keep your heart open. And believe that the best chapters are often the ones that arrive when you least expect them. Thank you for staying until the end. Something beautiful may be closer than it appears. One last revelation remains before this journey is complete. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. If you have listened from the very beginning, then you already know this story has never been about coincidence. Every chapter has uncovered another piece of a heart that slowly awakened to a truth it could no longer ignore. But there is still one final realization that changes the meaning of everything. The person you love has stopped asking whether you are special. Now they are asking themselves how they almost failed to recognize it sooner. That thought has followed them everywhere. In quiet mornings. In peaceful evenings. In the small moments when life becomes still enough for the heart to speak. They finally understand that what they saw in you was not something temporary. It was something timeless. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. They have begun looking at every memory through a different perspective. Moments that once seemed ordinary now feel unforgettable. Simple conversations now carry unexpected meaning. Even your quiet smile has become a reminder that genuine goodness leaves an impression that never truly fades. There is no longer a struggle between their heart and their mind. For the first time, both are moving in the same direction. Toward honesty. Toward appreciation. Toward the courage to stop hiding what has become impossible to deny. This quiet transformation did not happen overnight. It happened one realization at a time. One memory at a time. One moment of reflection after another. And now they know that some people enter our lives not simply to be remembered, but to remind us of the kind of person we want to become. Stay with this message. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. The next step belongs to the future, but their heart has already made an important choice. They no longer want fear to have the final word. They no longer want silence to decide what could have been. Instead, they want every future moment to be shaped by sincerity, gratitude, and respect. Whether that journey begins with one conversation, one smile, or one unexpected meeting, they are ready to welcome it with an open heart. And perhaps that is the greatest change of all. Because real transformation is not loud. It happens quietly. It happens when someone chooses truth over hesitation, hope over doubt, courage over comfort. As this series comes to its close, remember this. Never underestimate the quiet impact of a kind heart. Never believe your goodness goes unnoticed. The qualities that truly matter are often the ones that change lives without making a sound. So keep moving forward with confidence. Keep choosing compassion. Keep believing that every season has a purpose. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Thank you for walking through this entire journey. May every new chapter ahead be filled with peace, wisdom, and unexpected moments that remind you how powerful genuine kindness can be. The story may end here, but hope always writes the next page.